There are three parts to the book. The first one says that America is suffering from a deep spiritual crisis, which is the heart of everything we think is political and cultural. It creates an internal vacuum. It creates unspoken needs that people have that aren't getting met. The second part says the supernatural abhors a vacuum as much as does nature. If you've got a spiritual vacuum, something is going to rush in to get it. And what I show is what I call wokeism really is a full-blown religion in that it meets the spiritual needs of their adherents. It's an anti-biblical religion. It doesn't look like the ones that came before it. It is post-Christian and largely a reaction to Christianity, but it's a radically new religion that fills our spiritual needs. And its adherents, like all adherents in new faiths, want to convert the world and want to impose their faith and want to establish it as the religion of the United States. And the third part says if we don't want it to become the established religion of the United States, we're going to have to go back to our own national spiritual roots, which are deeply American. They are biblical. They are not explicitly Christian. In fact, America's founders invented the world's first spiritual platform that other denominations can then connect to. What does Karl Marx say? I have discovered a secret source of truth, defining all of history. And if you follow my analysis and my word, I will usher in an era of societal and human perfection in which all will be equal and justice will reign forever and ever. But please, don't confuse me with a prophet, because those guys are nuts. What wokeism does with the trans movement in particular, gave people who needed a concept of a soul a way to address the soul without making them feel like they were talking about souls.
Only the person himself and no one else can second guess what the person himself says about the metaphysical reality of his gender.
Somebody comes and says, my genetics, my endocrinology, my reproductive physiology are all male, but I correctly know that I'm a woman.
I know that the thing that is really me.
And this thing that says female, this signal, is strong enough to override genetics, endocrinology, and reproductive physiology. So you're born with it, it's innate. If it's not observable, it's not testable. It is not a scientific phenomenon. It is, in fact, a metaphysical phenomenon. It is spiritual.